Greetings. This is Pastor Kevin Murriel, Senior Pastor at Cascade United Methodist Church, and we are delighted to have with us today here in worship the 82nd Attorney General of the United States of America, Mr. Eric Holder. Welcome, sir.
Hey, Pastor, good to see you.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
Glad to be here.
Thank you. So what brings you here today to Cascade?
To talk about the importance of voting, to make sure that people understand that at a time when we are expressing great dissatisfaction with our government and the policies that are being implemented, that we as people, ordinary citizens, have the ability to change the path that we're on by registering to vote and then by making sure that we do vote.
Excellent, excellent. So what message would you give all those individuals who will see this video? We are upon the midterm elections. What message would you want to send to anyone who watches this about the importance of voting?
Well, I think that we have the capacity to change things. We have the ability to change things, but I think we have the responsibility to get out there and vote. Many people died. Many people sacrificed a great amount so that we would have the ability to vote as American citizens. And I think we do a great disservice to their memory if we don't exercise our ability to vote. One of the things I'm going to be talking about is I think we have a debt that we have to repay.
Yeah.
And that debt is repaid on every election day by going to the polls and casting a ballot. John Lewis had his skull cracked on the Edmund Pettus Bridge. 3 civil rights workers gave their lives in Mississippi. People don't tend to remember that was all about registering people to vote. So you think about all that they did to give us the right that we have as American citizens. We have to exercise that right.
Yeah.
We have to take responsibility for this nation and change the course of our nation.
So there will definitely be young people that watch this video. It's going to go on social media. And can you talk about the importance of young people being involved in the voting process on our college campuses, seniors in high school, the importance of young people voting?
Well, I think that you want to get in the habit of voting. And the best thing to do is to start early and make it something that you do just as a matter of course. But I think young people have to understand that the power that they have that is too often unexercised. Young people are actually the largest voting bloc in this country, but they don't vote at the same rates that other blocs do, and as a result, that policies are put in place that young people might not necessarily agree with. Young people have a great amount of power that goes unexercised, and so I would say to them, if you are dissatisfied with the way things are going in this country, you have the ability to make changes in that regard. So voting at the governor, voting for president, voting at what we call the down ballot races is just as important. But young people need to get out there, and young people need to vote.
Excellent. Final question. The faith community. You are here at Cascade United Methodist Church. We're going to have a great crowd at our 11 o'clock service. People are here to be energized. We have our own voter turnout initiative called I'm In for 10. We have a drive to get 10,000 people personally from our church to the polls to vote. So can you talk about the importance of the faith community engaging in voter turnout?
I think it's, we have seen historically in the African American community how important the faith community has been in leading social movements. The civil rights movement would not have succeeded without the participation of the faith community. And I think the faith community has the ability, and I'd say, again, the responsibility in the 21st century to continue to be the leaders that they always have been. I salute you, Pastor, for what you're doing here. And with your fellow pastors, getting 10,000 people. I mean, think about that. That is a really substantial number of people. And at 10,000 people, you can really influence the outcome of an election. So I think the faith community has historically done a lot. And I'm hoping that in the 21st century, the faith community will continue to do all that it has the capacity to do.
Excellent. Thank you, sir, so much for being with us. Okay. We're so grateful that you're here. Go and vote.
Vote.
Vote. You can change things. Go and vote. God bless.